whole thing
can
is
never
open.
have just one Raleigh.
You know what else is open? That bottle of wine.
It is. Let's pass it down.
Take one down, pass it around.
Do you do a description?
I
you
do
explain what it
sometimes.
is?
Well, yeah, we just did this one, but again, if someone listens to just this
Okay,
episode,
so today we're having the Famille Calpore. It is French, Vigneron. It is a is from the Beaujolais region.
ooh,
Using the Gamay grape, and this is from the town of Fleury.
Oh, tannins. That's
yes,
literally the only thing I know
Yeah,
about wine.
100% Gamay grape, which I really like. Famille Calpore is a fifth-generation winemakers located in the hillside of Fleury in the Beaujolais region,
hillside
which
makes
I've
it
been
taste
to.
different.
It is
Really?
a beautiful town.
Sounds
with this
nice.
nice little 1400s church on a hill. Like,
how does it compare to Raleigh, North Carolina?
On a scale of
Not
1 to
as
Raleigh.
good. I'm in Raleigh right now, and we're live streaming, so
yeah.
not as good.
Yeah,
Definitely not
Raleigh
as
is better.
Little less
it's fine. I
Beaujolais.
actually
Little
like
less
that.
Beaujolais.
Beaujolais is a region. Beaujolais is often thought about as a blended table wine. Not totally true.
It's
And
the
this
standard
one,
for whether the wine's going to be good that year. That's why they have the Nouveau,
Nouveau
which
Beaujolais.
rappers like.
Look at that.
And yeah, so you have the Nouveau, and it tells you if the wine's going to be good that year. And
Nice.
if it's not, you don't buy any of it.
Right. Well, this is a young wine, so we will
Yeah.
kind of preface it with that. So typically we start the show doing a bit of a nose, perfect, and just do a taste and assessment. Feel free to mention anything that you smell or taste all the way through.
Notes of bazooka gum. You getting that?
Okay. It's a
You
little,
son of a bitch.
it's a little coppery. Smell like a penny,
I do
Oh, I
have
like
a little of
that.
that.
but
Yeah.
also a little acrid. But sweet. You can smell that afterbirth.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
he just fucking showed us how you do this.
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
What?
Are you getting that rotisserie chicken as well?
No, not at all.
No?
But I did get an air of sweetness, which I had attributed to like a fruitiness earlier, and then the copper is perfect. Actually, I hadn't even considered that metallic
It really is.
sense of it. That
really
comes through
something I
strong. There
pick
is
up
the
on.
power of suggestion, but I actually I
it's
think
there.
Yeah,
that
it is metally for sure.
metallic.
I get that.
Not metallic.
Yeah. Maybe they kept
No.
it in a copper, whatever.
Copper barrel.
Not a barrel, but
No,
what
that'd be
tank?
heavy.
Tank
Yeah,
is the
when they
word.
tank it. So when they
Yeah.
tank it, and they usually put it in like stainless tanks, that's to stop any aging and to
Yeah.
stop any sort of
it-
influence
yeah.
into it. So you wouldn't
What
get
if you put
that
it in a
flavor.
copper tank, though?
Copper would be interesting, but also is that in any way poisonous? I don't know.
It very well could be.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of tanking, what about Raleigh's wine industry? Do we have like some popular Raleigh wines? Are they known for their wine
that would
country?
be smart. But
No, they're not.
What's North Carolina wine country?
North Carolina wine is mostly like I'm forgetting the type of grape now. It's like a really sweet wine. It's
More like
fruit
a dessert
wines.
wine.
yeah, very very sweet, very very different. Tastes like, have you had grape haichu?
yeah.
Tastes exactly like that.
Not great. So is it like
sounds
in Schitt's Creek where they're like, try our North Carolina fruit wines? Very bad.
It's
Kind of like that.
Is
kind
that
of like
Moira?
less
Is
of a
that
joke.
Moira? You were Moira? Is that
Yeah.
her name?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
got
Yes.
that.
Where they have her as like the official spokesperson, and she
Yeah.
fucks it all up the whole time.
So I actually, where I'm from is Western New York, and I'm in the Finger Lakes, which is it is
familiar, actually.
known
Is that next to
for
the
wine
Foot Lakes?
for their wine. We
Yeah,
have
they
like
are
a
known.
lot of wineries out there, and one of them does this terrible wine. It's called Arbor Mist.
I
Oh,
know. it.
I'm
yeah.
familiar. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, it's all I can taste.
It feels like somebody fingered you. Like it's so bad.
Not consensually.
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
We should have gotten
exactly.
some Franzia. Get that
Oh
in.
gosh.
I had a terrible
box wine.
experience with a bladder of that because we used to just take it out and
Yeah.
then you could carry it.
You play slap
It's
the
very
bag.
portable.
Yeah.
I'm a grown up. I don't know.
Yeah, slap the
I
bag
haven't
never
seen-
made sense to me.
No.
I was like, what's the game? Oh, you just slap it and then drink
Just
it. I'm
slap
like,
it. Slap and
that's
drink.
not there's no game here. Like
My family created a drinking game. It was called, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm saying this and how dangerous it is. Don't try this game.
Okay.
We called it Lit and Hit.
okay.
We'd sit in a circle with a box of those strike everywhere matches. And if you hold it with a finger and you flick the match, it'll light. So you would call who you're trying to hit with this lit man. And again, I'm saying this aloud, and I'm like, who the fuck's parents let us come up with this? But my parents ended up playing it with us a couple times. And you would try to hit somebody. Did a couple singes of shorts. No severe burns or.
Okay, so
It's a game of risk.
I love this story because first of all, I feel like, yeah, I'm actually a decent parent because I would never fucking do it at all.
I wouldn't
It is
either.
funny,
I wouldn't either.
but I did a lot of, well, you know.
So you're
I
a
did-
parent.
I am a parent.
You am okay.
Hey.
Right
Space
before we started recording, we were talking about guessing the age.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yes.
now I'm very curious. So I'm going to ask one sort of question to gauge it. How
Okay.
old are your kids?
5 and 8.
I'm going to say you're 37.
Nope.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yes. So the age of his
47.
kids really throws him off.
Winner.
Yeah. 47.
Right.
yeah.
Are you
I
serious?
just turned 47 last month.
Yeah.
Oh, happy
He
belated
uses
birthday.
a lot of face creams.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
All
yeah.
the creams.
Yeah.
It is many massages on the face.
Are you into the tallow? You do the beef tallow?
No, I don't. I would eat some beef tallow.
That's a thing.
Is it?
like a whipped beef tallow. It's a very.
Is that what
sweet
Wheeler was
thing.
using this for? I didn't look at that thread.
I don't know.
He had a Wagyu tallow. You
No,
didn't see that?
he just eats that.
I
He
figured.
just eats
I
that
figured.
shit.
He has
Yeah.
no neck. That is literally all tallow. And I love Ken Wheeler. So as I was texting him yesterday, I can say that. But
Oh, you were. I'm gonna text
Yeah.
him right now. And be
Text
like,
him right
you
now.
know this
Tell him
motherfucker?
to watch this
Yes.
live.
yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't
tell
need
him
to work today.
Tell him to chime in. I texted him yesterday to see if he would give us a blog post for our platform if we gave him Torque branded Zin. Can I say? Should I be saying this on the air?
Whoa.
Why not?
No.
Do they? Is this an industry where they brand Zin?
Well, I
Oh,
don't
that's
know
funny.
that that's something that HR would be cool with.
But
Yeah.
do you just slap a sticker?
Sticker
You
on
just
it?
buy a bunch and slap a sticker
Maybe
on
on the tin.
Yeah.
I
how
would
many
want a
tin?
total. I don't know. I've never.
Yeah, another.
I would
Yeah, it's
want
not
it
my
to
thing,
be
but-
totally custom though.
I
Like,
agree.
full label. That would be sick.
I mean,
Like,
we
I
have
don't them, but-
pretty cool logo. I feel like that would look cool on
Yeah.
a little Zin pouch.
Yeah, it would
you know?
work in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
It's a pouch, right?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Well, it's a tin full of little
is it
pouches.
kind of like
it's
old
like
dip pouches?
it's like
Yeah.
dipping, except
Yeah.
it's just nicotine. There's no tobacco.
Okay. Yeah.
I know about them because my friend
They are
was
very
really
popular.
into it, and he did a PowerPoint presentation to tell us all about it. 'Cause
Oh.
we did like funny PowerPoints like for
Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
like
That's
whatever.
Well, that's a good thing because it was definitely one of those things that has gotten popular enough that I'm like too afraid to ask what the hell this is.
That's fair.
I was like, I don't know what it is,
That's
but I'm
fair.
afraid to ask.
Well, okay, so you're 47.
Yes.
You have 2 kids under. Why so late? What's your deal?
He had 400 different
wanna
lives
unpack this?
beforehand. Yeah.
I'm just going right
how
for it.
real? Yeah, I was gonna say, how
Yeah.
real do I get on this? Well, I mean, I don't want to say I was a late bloomer, but there was just a lot of like. Took me a little while to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew
That's
up.
fair.
And then I also was like, I don't know, I had a traumatic childhood, and I was like, fuck kids for a long time.
I get that.
And I just basically got to a point where I had a great established life that I really liked, and I just like those things were no longer something I like was trying to figure out, and I was just like, if I'm here, I'm kind of happy, and if life takes me somewhere else, we're fine. So if I was like 70 and alone, that's okay, because that life was like fine for me.
That was it.
Obviously things went differently and caused me to sort of like assess and then just improve those parts of me that felt like I could make a human who wouldn't have the life I had. So that was okay as long as I was confident in that. And also being like, man, a lot of people are not having kids now. Maybe I should put some better people out in the world. Plus, when I'm 80, I don't want to wipe my own ass. I have also told both of my kids that, listen,
Are they gonna wipe your ass?
I
What's
tell my
happening?
son, I'm like, Aiden, you know you're gonna wipe daddy's butt one day, right? Because I wiped yours. And he's like, I don't want to do that. And I was like, then you better figure out how to pay someone.
Yeah,
to
you
do
get
it.
a good
It's your
job.
responsibility either way.
You put daddy in a nice home.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
put daddy in a nice home. Oh, you want a skateboard? Daddy wanted some butt wipers. So,
No,
I mean, that's the fast.
The
version.
stakes are high.
No, I like that answer, and it's kind of a loaded question because obviously there's nothing wrong with that, and I feel like maybe the question came out that way, but
Yeah.
I like hearing everybody's stories because everything happens at the time it's supposed to. I very much believe that, and it's cool because that was the right time for you and the place you were.
Yeah.
So it was exactly right.
And that's really what it
Yeah.
was. It's like me at 25 would have had zero patience for kids. And I always felt that like patience is a huge part of it. So when my son was born, I was 38, 39, something like that. And I'm exhausted because like infants are just exhausting because they're blobs that you think are going to die any second. It just kind of kept me going. To a degree, I was like, oh man, I can see where this is a young man's game. But on the other side of it, as they get older and more challenging and challenge you and all of that, I'm so happy that I just have enough life behind me that like I'm more patient about it. I'm like, well, that sucks. You're going to timeout, you know, like that kind of thing.
How has being a parent helped you in your career? How has learning patience with children helped you in a work environment?
Well, I think the positives are that it has introduced more patience in my life. So in my career for a long time, I was an individual contributor. Also, I'm very happy with that path. Actually, I got into leadership positions 10 years plus into my career, and it was kind of like and it was introduced in a way that made it like the stakes were low, and it was like, I'm a tech lead on some big projects. Maybe we want you to be a tech lead internally over certain technologies at National Geographic. And I was like, okay, yeah, I want to be in charge of identity. I want to be in charge of ad tech, like whatever else. And then like tangentially, people become a part of that. Yeah. And then like all of a sudden, like, oh, you're working so deeply with this team. Perhaps you can help them with their career pathing. And I was like, yeah, cool. I want my people to like, oh, I love this team and I want them to be awesome. And so, yeah, it was just like a step path through that. And I think that similarly, it was that probably, I would say, prepared me more for parenting than the inverse. But then like empathy for all of that was introduced later on through that path.
Nice. I like that. So, segue from this old guy. What's it like working with Jeff Bezos? Speaking of old men.
I know who's the new host of this show.
Yeah, why am I doing this? What is happening right now? I'm driving.
Yeah,
of course I have it.
Fine.
See,
you can do that.
I don't know if you guys actually knew this. I also host a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, The Tech Commute. It's pretty fun.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm a big fan, subscriber, likes, all that stuff.
Toads. Yeah, me too.
But yeah, Bezos, if you message him, he doesn't respond. It's weird. He's not the CEO anymore, so he just like travels on his yacht, and I don't know.
What a life.
Yeah. God, I mean, Jassy is still doing work, but he's also still rich as fuck, so. Yeah.
Where did we go wrong, guys?
Ask him how he feels about RTO.
How do you feel about RTO? How do you feel about an RKO, too, by the way?
RKO
wrestling guy?
Oh, I was thinking the old school studios that Orson Welles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy deep cut. Holy deep cut. When's his bedtime? Are we going to be wrapping up 15, 20 minutes?
Past mine.
The Blue Plate specials are still going for another hour, so you can. Yeah.
Early bird dinner. Fun fact about that, I was joking about that with my wife because our 8th wedding anniversary is tomorrow, so I fly back tomorrow. And we're having dinner at 5:30, so it's
nice.
Yeah, and I mean,
5:30 or earlier is the best time for dinner.
If they don't open till 5, they're usually 5 to 5:30 is what you get.
We'll be lingering at the door.
Unless you're going to Denny's or Marie Callender's.
I am not ashamed to be waiting outside while they're opening. It's not a problem for me. Excellent. I will do that. Yeah, no, it's fair. Like with kids, you're just like, I want to eat as early as I can so that maybe they go too, and then like put them to bed early, and then I can have some time. Like, it's even before that, like I would never eat at like 7 or 8. That was way too late.
Oh, you would not survive in Europe.
No, we went when we went to Italy for our honeymoon. We were like, hey, I'd like to make this dinner reservation at 7, and they were like, you mean 8? And I was like, yeah.
I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So how many do you have kids?
Yeah, just one.
Just the one.
Yeah. He's 2.5, almost 3. Yeah. His birthday's in March.
Luckily,
where are we at now?
Caitlin is not a listener.
Someone do some math for me.
Nice.
Like you're close. Probably 2.5.
You could just say almost 3.
Yeah.
Man, we're past the hump.
Yeah,
we're coming
down.
We're
basically at Christmas time, which is basically March.
Yeah,
so,
it's a wonderful milestone when you stop saying months. Like 22 months. You mean almost 2? Why won't you fucking say that? I don't understand.
Where is that? Where do people make that decision?
2.
It's 2.
I think. I guess there's so many like things you're trying to hit, it's like, oh, are they doing that at 14 months like they're supposed to?
Yeah.
So that's why you do that. But like, it's bullshit. Yeah, I would. Sure. After 12 months, who cares? Just, they're one.
Well, I agree, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't change anything.
Never does. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm trying to think of what my son was doing at 2.5 because he's 7 now.
We're not selling whiskey. We're doing whiskey podcasts, including right now.
I wish we were selling
You're on
whiskey.
it, so
yeah.
No, it's okay.
Say hi to everybody.
Sir. Shriek. Shriek? Shrek. Oh, okay.
Like Shrek.
Yes.
They're drinking and doing this?
Yes.
Wow.
Why not? That's what makes it fun.
What do you guys have to do with ATO?
That's a great question. Well, we are software developers.
We contribute to open
things.
source.
We contribute. We run a couple of open source things.
Listening to you guys right now?
Yeah.
We're live.
Yeah, right now. They're listening to you too.
Yeah,
They
say
can't
hi,
see
Shrek.
you.
Say hi, Shrek.
Hello, everybody out there.
That guy's got a voice.
Yeah,
He's got a
actually,
voice
you
for
got a good
radio.
voice. Yeah.
And a
Think
face
about
for
it.
radio.
Oh.
No, singer, Shrek.
Take some
Love
stickers
you.
if you want. Yeah, what size?
XL? All right.
We got you.
Oh, here. Climb in there. Get
So
after
everyone, this is just an artifact of having a live podcast at a conference. We don't want to ignore folks who are interested.
Let's take a
love
little
the
break and
spontaneity.
acknowledge everyone.
it. Yeah.
All whiskey. We try all whiskey. Yeah.
Nice. So
Sure.
we're
Absolutely.
flocking.
Medium? Chuck,
Yeah, I got
medium?
you.
What size do I have under my crotch?
You have
large.
larges there.
Yeah.
I got large. Does anybody need a large?
Yeah.
He needs a medium.
What is happening?
Do you
While
have a
we're
shirt?
recording a podcast, that man is standing in front of our camera. But I can hook you up. Like, you want a T-shirt, stickers?
You need-
We're
what
doing a
size you need?
podcast. It talks about whiskey, all things web.
What size shirt do you need? What size shirt do you want? A medium? Okay.
you.
We need some more mediums.
Medium's popular.
You guys brought a photographer with you too? I'm gonna
Yeah,
need to sign a
yeah.
photo release then.
We pay we pay 10% of all income that we make for our photographers, but 10% of zero is still,
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Still,
still a
doesn't thank
thing.
you.
I used to
You want a
hate
t-shirt?
getting photo releases. So I worked in film for 15 years, and that was the biggest pain in the ass. So what we would end up doing is just putting a sign. If you cross that
All right.
sign, you're in.
And then it
Like,
has
that's-
our
I
thing
don't
on the
care.
back.
Like you
I
made
think
the
it's-
conscious
Yeah, it's reasonable.
move. Yeah.
Yeah. If you see cameras
Yes.
or equipment, you should be like,
Well,
I'm
you-
probably going to be on.
You would think
So it's
that.
just
Yeah.
like
Or
whiskey,
you'll
text
put
it,
your
get a little
ass
drunk,
right in
talk
front of it.
Yeah, that's true. That does
It
happen.
would be cool to have like a live on air thing.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, and this is maybe naive, that if you're sitting here, three guys with headphones on, people would understand.
Shrek didn't get the cue.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shrek
and
did
then
not
once he
get
was
the
up
cue.
here, everyone was like,
Okay,
"It's cool
large.
to come up
Yeah.
here."
Oh, large.
Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm on it, guys. I
Yeah.
think. Wow,
Nobody-
these are still really
there's no
rolled
free
up.
Lunch,
Yeah.
man. There's no free lunch.
There you go.
What about these
Enjoy.
cool ass stickers?
Yeah.
man? Don't
Did you
want some?
sign up to potentially win an Ember mug
But
as
don't
well?
do that. It's gonna take you 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
It really
Unless you
wasn't
love
that
this
fast.
mug.
It really wasn't that fast. I am bummed that the to-go one is gone, though.
It's
Yeah,
not.
you can.
Oh,
You
it's
can
not.
basically
It's
have
not
to,
been
like,
put out. It's
follow-
underneath.
Well, it was.
Give us a
No,
video.
it was a black. Well,
screenshot.
it was out to take a picture.
Oh,
and then it went
gotcha,
away.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
we
like
them.
those
Thank
Ember
you.
mugs. They're
Yeah.
pretty sharp.
Hope you like it.
So what made you guys start this? And I obviously
Do you want the real answer?
that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
The real
and I
answer is-
totally loved that.
Very easy. We
Yeah, it's
wanted
very easy.
whiskey to be a business expense. Now it is.
Yep.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah.
So brilliant.
And also, we had a really good year. So we used to, we still have an agency. It exists.
Yeah. Shipshape.io.
Shipshape.io. Hopefully they don't take that from us.
Cue that. Here. Right here where my hands are, they're going to put it.
And so
Yeah.
marketing for that at the time would have been part of the impetus. Spending money on equipment because podcasts were, starting to kind of become popular for everyone at that time. And then whiskey is a marketing expense. So.
That's
Yeah.
so smart. Do you guys should do some sort of like a whiskey distillery tour podcast.
We want
We've
to. We've
thought
been
about-
talking
so
about that.
this
you
is
think
my
Torres
grand
wants
plan.
to sponsor that shit? 'Cause I've got an
Oh,
idea.
well,
I've
okay.
got
So my
ideas.
grand plan, it
pretty
has to be
awesome.
small because you're going to be
does.
taking a bunch of people to distilleries, right? So 20 to maybe 50 max.
Max.
50 would be
20,
pushing
30
it.
is for me.
But like a conference, do a few podcasters come and do shows at just like go to the Bourbon Trail do a bunch of distilleries, and like a few select people get to hang out with us while we do that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would join you guys on that. That would be great.
So let's table that and have that talk.
Yeah, we'll talk
I would
to
have
Taylor.
more wine if I could find it.
Could you maybe run to the store real quick?
Yeah. It's 3.3 miles away.
That's fine. We'll just Uber.
Hey,
Wegmans.
shout out to Guitar Center.
Did
though.
you say Wegmans?
Yeah, there's a Wegmans here.
There's a Wegmans here?
Yeah.
I know Wegmans is amazing,
God,
right?
Wegmans, it was founded in my hometown.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, really? Where are you from?
I live up in Rochester, New York. So
Okay.
Danny Wegman himself, his dad is the one that founded the original Wegmans in Canandaigua, New York.
Huh.
Is it any relation to the photographer that takes all the pictures of those Weimar riders? Is kind of famous. William Wegman, I think it is.
I don't think
You
there's
don't
a
know?
relation.
Okay.
Could be a coincidence in the name,
But those stores, that's one of the things I
Wegmans is
miss.
the best grocery.
Yeah,
It really
it's
is.
one of the things I miss about the East Coast.
Yeah.
We live in Phoenix. Wegmans.
Oh, no kidding.
We used to live in D.C., my wife and
Yeah.
I, and we loved it and moved because we make people. It gets easier, but just kidding, it doesn't. And
Never
that's a whole
does.
other episode. Yeah.
never does.
Would you like a t-shirt?
Oh, yes. XL. Nice. Yeah, Wegmans is great. I grew up with Wegmans, so every other grocer pales in comparison.
Oh, absolutely.
I just can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's like high quality stuff, but also regular stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if Whole Foods was approachable and everything wasn't organic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
And they still have a lot of the stuff that Whole Foods has.
Yes.
And then the Wegmans brand stuff.
Oh, yes.
That is one of the few places that isn't a sushi restaurant that I can go and get sushi depending on the time of day. If you go right in the morning when it's all prepared.
Yep.
And not die
Yeah.
from something.
Yeah.
So,
Hear ya.
and
Yeah.
the cost is good. So, I'm not going to try to
Yes.
pronounce his name.
Well,
Not when
we
it
have a
rolls off my
podcast,
tongue.
because that's what we're recording right now. You're live. And it's about tech and drinking and
I like this guy,
whatever
too.
else.
I like his last name.
If you'd
I can
like
pronounce
some
his last
stickers,
name.
please.
This
Yeah,
has been
this
a
is
really
a whole
great crowd
contest
here.
thing.
This is only my third tech conference, by the
Hey,
way.
what's up? You were here earlier.
And
You
there's
liked
a
this,
ton of
don't you?
energy here because I was at Render. That was
Yeah.
my first tech conference, and that was
Yeah.
Render's huge.
wildly intimidating. And then I was at that conference. I did a talk. That
I'm
was my
sorry?
first tech talk. And now I'm here, and this is really cool. The energy
Was
here
that
is
in
very comparable to Render.
Texas or Wisconsin?
I went to the Wisconsin.
Okay.
At the Kalahari.
Yeah,
in
we were at the
Wisconsin
Texas
Dells.
one. It was great.
Yeah, I saw you guys
Thank
there
you.
because I was watching the stream a lot, so I did get to see you guys there. That was
Oh, in
pretty
Texas?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to go.
Did you
Logistically, it couldn't work out.
Did you see where ATF showed up at one of our recordings? We did
Yeah.
3 or something?
It wasn't apparent on the recording, but
No.
like Clark texted us and
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah. We had
put the bottle away.
because they
and
had
we were like,
monitors, and it was like put the bottle down, and I was like, I have no idea what that means.
yeah,
I don't know what's
why?
happening.
Is it blocking
I
something?
just thought it was
Like,
glaring or
Yeah.
something, and then
Yeah.
they were like ATF on site. And I was like, oh fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what were they there for? I've seen the
Because
they
bomb
come by
dogs here.
randomly.
Yeah.
apparently. So they like, that was a big thing. We weren't allowed to do whiskey there, but he was like, just do it, and if
Yeah.
anything happens, like he'll take
Yeah,
the heat.
yeah.
And he said, yeah, like randomly they come through, and if they find people serving whiskey, then the resort loses their liquor license, which is a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So, like,
I can
it
see
worked
that.
out. It worked
Yeah.
out. I think there was a little like, please don't do that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's nice.
Little
Little slap on
warning,
the
and then
wrist.
do it again, and
Yes.
then they're coming in guns blazing.
I think it was our last episode.
It
so
was
fine.
too. It was also that. But, so.
Let me ask you guys something since you've been doing this a while. How do you not want to lean into the microphone?
Oh, when I'm
you
at,
just know.
when
do
I'm not
know.
next to people, when I'm at home, I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Because we have the arm, and so it is kind of next to
It's
my
right
mouth,
there.
so it's,
It's
way
already
easier.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's always
just
like
keep
the live setup.
this.
It
I mean,
sounds so much better when you're right
when
here.
you're right up here.
Yeah,
What's
really
up?
does.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Billy D. Williams. Would you like some Colt 45?
I would.
Yeah.
I actually would. I would
Actually,
totally
wouldn't be
take a
terrible.
malt beverage right
Yes,
now.
malt beverage. So, do you know Fresca makes a sparkling beverage?
Shut up. Well,
Yeah.
isn't all Fresca sparkling?
You mean
Right.
alcoholic.
Essence. Yeah, an
Alcoholic
alcoholic
sparkling.
beverage.
You
Yes,
knew what
they
I
do.
meant. Don't call
And
me
it
on
tastes the
semantics.
exact
What the fuck?
same as
It
the
does.
Does it really?
non-alcoholic,
It's
yeah.
a creeper.
What's like
'Cause
the
you're
percentage on it?
5?
5.
5.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. And you're just like, I'm just having another Fresca.
What's up, Nick
Yeah.
Taylor? Do you guys know Nick?
No.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
I heard you're a good
We're live
dude.
right now.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I heard you're a good dude.
I
Is
verified
that
you're a
true?
good dude. You got good dude says. He's Canadian.
Oh,
so
you
he's
can't
that
even
good,
help
yeah.
it. Oh, okay.
All he has to do is say he's Canadian. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So explain to me this. Okay, so potatoes and ketchup go together inherently. You would think, right? Yeah. French fries, ketchup. What the fuck is up? Why are ketchup chips not good?
Yeah, he's saying why are they not good?
Yeah, why aren't they good?
I don't like. I like all dressed. All dressed. All dressed.
It's like, oh, I don't like
But
this.
like ketchup chips are weird. Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
That's Elise. Robbie, that's Elise. I don't know if you met her.
Hi.
Yeah. Those
love
are
name
some-
tags.
All right, for sure. I'm Robbie. Yeah. Yeah, we're live right now.
That guy.
Yeah, you're
I'm
in it.
Jason. I'm the one
Grab
they call
some
Jason.
stickers. You want a T-shirt or not?
No, it's
What
a
size?
podcast, a whiskey podcast. So we drink some whiskey and then we talk web development and
Yeah, whatever you want.
just let
what
it
do
go
you
where it
prefer?
goes. It gets a little
Yeah.
sloppy sometimes, so it's fun.
It's pretty off the rails right
Yeah,
now.
Robbie, can I
like
get an
usually
extra
what
large?
people are fighting about on
Jason,
Twitter
can you
or
extra?
like we'll have guests on and whatever the guests are like their product or whatever. So it kind of depends, but yeah, grab bag of stuff.
There you go, brother.
Oh, everyone has opinions. Yeah, semicolons or not, it's
later,
important.
probably,
Like-
maybe? I
Nick,
don't
they're
know.
coming to my party.
Yeah, we're going there.
Coming to my
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Feel free to take some stuff. Do you want a shirt?
That's fair.
Dude,
I
you
think
have to
we're
take
just gonna-
advantage
what's
of the
this?
speaker dinner and then
All
come.
right. Chuck, you
Yeah,
got
I
a
got
small?
you. Elise, do you like the band The Cure?
Ooh.
There's a song about Elise, and that's as soon as I heard your name, I was like,
he would know
I don't know how
Cure.
they spell it, but
I
But
think
they
they
say
started when he
Elise.
was a child.
oh,
He probably has their original record.
Yeah, yeah. Chuck will be
He's always
like, "Have
making
you seen
old
this
jokes.
movie
Isn't
that
that
was
rude?
out in like
It is not
1945?" And I'm like, "Well, I know, I haven't."
That was when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
well, it's not me. My face. looks like that
I'm
a
actually
little
really
bit,
into
but
this band though that has a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
kind of the melancholy,
so that's
sort of
what's
new
on here?
wavy sounds, but they're
It's like
modern.
that
The
whole-
National, if you've ever heard of them.
I have not.
Yes,
Their
the
whole-
Nationals from Ohio.
Yeah,
I love the
they
Nationals.
are. Yes, me too. We just saw them in Ohio.
Oh,
a
nice.
couple weeks
That
ago.
documentary is insane.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
talking to Elise here. Can
Their
you guys,
whole
like,
vibe is called Sad
The
Dads.
Cure.
So all their
Song is
merch
awesome.
like
So if you
has
like
Sad
that,
Dads. I have this
And then
mossy
feel
oak
free
hat
on
that
any
says Sad
stickers.
Dads on
Okay.
it. I love it. I love it. The music's good though. You dig
Yeah,
it, dude.
it's
You
Okay.
dig it.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
he likes it. I like it. 2 out of 3 old guys like it.
Yes.
Because I actually am pretty
Well-
close. Like, how old do you think I am?
Well, now that you said, now I
I
don't
said
know.
pretty close.
So
I
you
would
and
say-
Robbie?
No, to you.
How
I think I'm
about,
probably closer
40
to you than I am. him.
41.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking for reaction thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like I wasn't that far off.
he's
What do you think?
43.
Yeah, 43. I'll be 44 in December, so.
Self high five.
Self it. I'll give you nuts.
Yes.
So how old are you then?
33.
He's a baby. I know, he's a fucking baby.
But I
It's
look much
ridiculous.
older because
Yes.
I've been through a lot of stress.
He's been through he's seen some shit.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Get
Robbie
into
has a
all
hard
this
time
shit,
thinking
Riggs.
about which house on the lake down in Virginia
Yes.
he wants to go to. It's like, where are we going to
That's my
vacation? and
parents'
which
house,
Yes.
and it does
Can't
not
you just go to the
apply.
one you share with Jeff Bezos, you son of a bitch?
Listen, Jeff Bezos has problems too. His yacht is too big to go most places,
Yeah, I
and they have
know.
to tear the bridges down and rebuild them so he can go
Everything's
there.
subjective in there, right?
That sucks. That sucks. Like, can you imagine that is your biggest problem? Is
Yeah.
your yacht's too fucking big?
Yeah, that,
I know. Well,
I can't imagine
Mo money, mo problems.
someone tearing down a bridge for me to enter. I guess he spends enough money that it
Yeah.
evens out, but
Wait, is it bad form to say mo money, mo problems?
No,
Make a Diddy
'cause
reference?
isn't that a notorious? You just say it's Biggie. You thought it was
The
Biggie.
Bad
Can you
Boys.
edit that so he thinks that it was Biggie?
yeah.
That-
I mean, wasn't it a lot of people that said that probably?
Yeah, but like a
You're
very
maybe
popular
thinking
song.
of a specific song, yeah.
Yeah,
but-
that's what I'm thinking. All about the Benjamin.
I'm going to
baby.
point out that, unfortunately, for some reason, after all this Diddy stuff, I listened to No Way Out like so many times because that is such a good album. and
Okay,
I
let me
feel
tell
bad
you,
saying that.
is that the one with Victory on it?
Yes.
Where it's like
Victory is
that
such
is
a
like
banger with
such a-
Busta Rhymes.
it's a-
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
But
so,
then
art
you're
from
like-
the artist. Art from the
Yeah,
artist.
well,
I
this
do
is a
believe in that.
problem because, like, when R. Kelly
I know, but
had his shit, it's like you got a song or two. Diddy has a lot more popular
Diddy
songs. That's a
has
much bigger
some
problem
bangers.
for me.
Yeah, well,
I
Michael
know.
Jackson, right? Like,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
wasn't convicted or
Yeah,
whatever. of
that's
anything.
more gray area.
It's pretty fucked up, but I grew up
Like-
on Michael Jackson,
I know.
so I'm like,
That's the
I
king
love
of
him.
pop.
Yeah.
It is the king
But,
of pop.
Still
but
the
he
king,
was
still
never
the king.
like fully this happened. There was
Right.
a lot of speculation.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
proof, right?
Like
No proof.
Diddy and R.
Diddy,
Kelly is
apparently
like,
there's
nah,
some proof.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of
R.
proof.
There's
Kelly,
a
there's
lot
a
of Diddy
shitload of
proof,
proof,
it
and
seems
apparently
like.
Diddy's about to be a real mess.
Speaking of the king of pop, how are ya?
Yes, pronounce his name. Do it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try it. You ready? Rathinasamy. Rathinasamy, yes.
Rathinasamy.
Rathinasamy.
So I just need a
That's my
prompt,
guy.
and I'm good.
Yeah, I
love
like
it.
it. It's phonetic, really. It's just spelled like it's said. Yeah.
This is a podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's a podcast.
You're on it right now.
I think in hindsight, though, it's really fucked
Yeah,
up
we're
that the
live
name of the
streaming
album
right
is
now,
No
but you
Way
can
Out.
have some stickers. Or
Like when you think
wanna-
about it now, you're like,
would you
wow.
like a T-shirt?
the writing
Coincidence, I
was
believe.
always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
XL? Who's my
Oh,
XL?
I got
guy?
Oh,
He's
I'm not
pouring.
paying attention.
He's pouring. It's fine.
It's all right. We do. Yeah, take as many as you want.
Except more than
We
five.
have a ton.
As many as you
don't
want,
worry
up to
about it.
5.
You only get one shirt. All the stickers you want. Go for it.
Teeny tiny splash left. for
Grazie.
Splizash.
Prego.
There you go.
Grazie. Yeah, Diddy. Wow. I know. After all
It's a
that
tough
stuff.
one. It's not like
Well,
Diddy's like he's not the king of pop. He's not the king of rap and all this other stuff. But he's
But he
got
has a
some
lot of
bangers.
good songs.
He's got a
Yeah.
lot of good
Yeah.
songs. He's been a good producer in terms of talent.
Ciroc? Is Ciroc canceled now?
Probably it was just fucking random shitty vodka. Who
No,
cares?
Yeah.
no, you shut your damn mouth. Ciroc
No,
is good.
It's not.
What flavor?
you-
What flavor? Because didn't they
Well,
have like flavors?
I mean,
Yeah, but did you see they have like their guy, he's like
Yeah.
the distiller or whatever. He's
Right,
like this
right.
interesting man, like with gray beard. He's like, think about if you put a bunch of wheat in your mouth, right? Now think about if you put a bunch of grapes in your mouth. Ciroc. Because it's made from grapes instead of wheat. It's so
Right.
much better.
But all vodka is supposed to kind of disappear from the palate. That's
Sure.
the point, right? It's the most like ubiquitous, easy spirit, which is why it got super popular and crushed. It crushed bourbon in the 80s and 90s, and that's why bourbon got super cheap until now, and then everybody's ruined it. So.
I watched some fat redneck asshole on TikTok mix, like, I want to say it was a Mad Dog 40-40 and a Four Loko together, and I would literally rather drink that than Ciroc. I would literally
Have you
rather
tried?
have that.
Wait. Have you
Yes.
tried Mad Dog in like the last 20 years?
No.
I have because I thought it was funny to do like a trash like teenage.
Has it
party
gotten
one
better?
time.
Did you play
It's
Edward 40
fucking
Hands? Did
horrible.
you play Edward 40
Okay.
Hands?
No, but I have played. So I played.
Oh, it's so inconvenient.
I played Power Hour or Century game. Like what is the Century?
Me
one?
and Centurion, yeah, me and Ken Wheeler played Power Hour together on my stream
Nice,
like a month
nice.
ago.
You
so-
live by him or some shit?
No, he's in Jersey.
I know,
I think
yeah.
we're like 7 hours
Metro
away.
Park or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, he
Um,
tried to tempt me up there, which I would
Yeah,
love
his
to go.
address
it's just
is.
that- I know his
That's
address.
the shit out of it.
I am still gonna send him a bag of dicks at some point.
You've said this at least 10 times. I think
know.
you should do it right now.
Yeah, you should.
On the air.
Do it.
I need my.
The dicks are
chip
coming for you,
shape.
brother.
Yeah, dicks are coming for you. Oh, he already.
Did he message you back?
The homie indeed.
See? Look at that.
Yeah.
Ken Wheeler
Yeah.
approved, baby. he's definitely not watching this.
He's not
No,
watching. I don't have a link. Is there a link?
Twitch.tv/whiskey web.
Oh, there you go. How many people are people watching?
No,
you
they're
know
not.
how many? No,
They
they're-
have.
no
Some
one's
have come in
watching.
and out, but yeah, we don't do great at streaming.
Yeah, we're still
Streaming's
figuring
hard.
out.
We're
Streaming's
too old for
fucking
streaming.
hard.
I want to get someone who understands Twitch to just tell me what it is.
Yeah, Primogen.
Yeah,
probably
Prime,
help us.
Prime
We
would
haven't
be
asked
pretty,
him.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I think Prime and Typecraft would be good candidates. They're both doing pretty
You
okay.
could get what Bash Bunny is a pretty cool chick.
Yeah, she
She'd
seems
probably
nice.
help you guys.
She helps with the TUIs and Go, but outside of that, I don't know her
Well,
yet.
yeah,
so.
just understanding how Twitch works.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
probably people that have done a YouTube video about how to do it, but then I have to like
That's not
read.
stupid.
I want to
yeah.
have
Didn't
someone
Dax start
on that
live
can just
streaming
do
a
it.
little bit? Isn't Dax live streaming a little bit too?
Is he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if people are starting, that's not the person you want to talk to.
No.
Yeah, I guess
You
that's
know,
true.
you
You just
want-
need Prime.
What's the guy that works for Get Cracking? Chris? You guys know Chris Billig?
I know someone who works there, but it's not a streamer. So.
He streams all the time, and he's got an awesome setup. that'd be somebody to get because he's also really fucking smart. Like
Most of these guys are idiots.
yeah, not this guy. Super smart.
Yeah.
He says a bunch of shit to me, and I'm like, that is great, dude. I'm gonna not finish this because you said a lot of things I don't understand. So see, my like tech path, since this is a tech podcast kind of, I started in 100 Devs boot camp and got through like React. I moved to Next.js for a little while. Then I kind of started going into Laravel
You decided
and PHP.
not to be a communist.
No, there was a job that had come up that was full time that was based around Drupal, which is open source CMS
we know.
on
Guess
PHP.
what? Shepherd.js, an open source project
Yeah.
that we
Oh,
maintain,
yes.
is
Drupal
used by
built in.
Drupal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their
so
tour.
they-
Their
Shepherd is
tour
built in.
module
Yeah,
is
whatever.
Shepherd
Yeah.
powered.
I love
Yes.
that. So I started really getting into PHP, and then I didn't get that job.
You don't like
So that
Lambos.
sucked. I don't. I'm too tall for one.
That makes
Lambos
sense.
Although
are
Ti-
inconvenient. Although you never
Taylor
have to
Ferrari
pay
better.
for parking because you just go right under the.
Ferrari better.
Otwell's a big guy too, though.
Oh
And
yeah,
he
that's
has
true.
one.
He has one. So.
My buddy just bought a C6, like a 2022 Corvette. I can't even get in the thing
Yeah,
because it's
okay.
so
Yeah.
low to the ground.
My dad's friend has a Corvette, and he's like, the way you do it is you just roll out.
That's great.
Literally
yeah.
roll out in the same
Roll
route.
out.
Roll out.
Roll out.
Ludacris has no problems that we know of, so I fully
Ludacris
endorse
has a lot of
Ludacris.
problems. No,
What
not
kind of problems?
No, not in trouble.
Yeah.
He has like
Okay.
1 million kids and pays like
I have
500
more money, more
grand
problems.
Yeah,
a
exactly.
month
It comes
in
full
alimony.
circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand up.
All right, well, those are terrible life choices, but that's
Yeah, but no, he's still an upstanding guy.
Like,
I think.
Yeah, he hasn't
I think he's
urinated
still
on
doing better than
children.
no,
Yeah.
he's
the
doing better
bar,
than
the
Nick
bar's pretty
Cannon,
low,
right?
but yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Man, that guy can rap though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
I
Luda.
love Luda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
all about beer and chicken and beer.
Chicken,
I think it's
yeah.
that way.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
That's
one
like
of
his
those.
best album.
I think so too.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I think so too. Is that the one with
Stand up.
it's got that block lockdown?
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yes.
Yeah. That was an awesome one. I like Ludacris, great. There's another
I like
there's another
2
like rapper
Chainz.
from that like era.
Okay.
I don't know much 2 Chainz.
I don't know a ton, but there's a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
I just
Such
like his
as-
vibe.
such as?
Have you watched it? Well, what are the songs even called? Fort is good.
I don't know it, but
yeah.
I think I know where you're going with his like 2 Chainz like YouTube channel where he does.
He has the most
videos.
expensive.
Yes, the most
is fucking-
expensive is great.
Yeah, he's
Is
like,
great.
oh, this blunt is like $50,000. Let me smoke it.
He
Yeah.
ordered that
I
like
do love that. I respect
$30,000 mattress. I
Yeah.
think he did one with a mattress. That was
Yeah,
really
and
funny.
he has a Frenchie named Trappy, which is hilarious.
Okay. All right. 2 Chainz is probably a cool dude.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
probably a
Seems
cool
alright.
He
dude.
didn't become famous until he was Chuck's age, so like
You
he's
know,
gotta be a
never
cool
say
dude.
never. Never
Yeah.
say never.
He
what
looks
you're saying
really
is
good
old
for his
people are
age
cool.
too.
He's very
Yeah.
old. Yeah.
Holy
Stop
shit!
this watch.
Do you guys
cool.
have matching bands? Is this happening?
Oh.
Well,
Was that?
if you had to
Yes,
say
because it's
where,
cute. What are you
which-
saying? It's cute.
That
It's
is
cute.
what kind of band do you
adorable.
think it
so
is?
adorable.
What kind of band? What do you
Yeah,
mean,
it
what
is.
kind of band?
It's a.
It's like
Apparently,
Spygins.
you know what the problem is?
Hermes
You know
watch.
what? You too poor to fucking know.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez.
These were a business expense.
Yeah,
A while ago.
Hermes.
Yeah.
Because if you want to develop a watch app, you need a watch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why I need 15 MacBooks.
That's
too.
also why this is like 4 years old or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's no new major expenses except this light.
Yeah.
That is
Shout
a
out
good
to
light.
Jason Langstor for telling us what a cool
Respect.
light
Love
is.
Langsdorff.
All right,
Oh,
on air
nice.
live. How much was it?
$400.
Wow.
That's
For
a
a
lot
light.
for one fucking light.
But it rolls up.
It does. It is very portable. It is super useful. But I do think that, like, okay, I only ask that not to shame you or Jason or anything else, but I think, like, we don't talk about money enough in tech. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
just,
true.
like,
That's true.
silent, like, kind of, like, nuance. And us being silent about money is what lets companies control our money.
That's true.
Wow. That's a good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah,
You,
I
do,
do
you
think
don't
there's-
see it a lot. And I wonder because I do see people posting a lot of things that they're acquiring.
Yeah.
But it's,
But you don't know what debt they're going
No.
into and
Right.
like, what that is for their life, and that's context, you know?
yeah.
That's true.
Like people, I have
No
a
one
nice
talks
car. I
about
have a
the
nice car.
credit card debt. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a nice car.
What do you drive? What's your car?
A Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. It was expensive. It's the most expensive car I've ever bought, but I'm fucking 47 and I've been doing this a long time. And also, I don't spend money in a lot of other ways. Like,
You don't buy a
these boots
$400 light?
No, these boots are for 20 years, probably about 12, at least 15 years.
But were they made for walking?
No, they
were made for
motorcycling.
to a Nickelback concert.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
What is it, like, wise man?
Did you guys watch that documentary, by the way?
No, I didn't.
There's
but
a
I probably
whole
would.
Netflix documentary about Nickelback,
Yeah,
and
where
it
they, like-
actually kind of made me
I
like
liked
them.
the premise
Kinda
where
made
it
me
was like they blew up and then now everyone hates them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the
like-
thing. Creed had that problem.
Creed is
Many
good.
Creed is
though.
totally coming back.
Creed is
There
good.
That guy
is a
went
resurgence.
like crazy Christian, I thought, or something.
Yeah, he did.
I don't.
I don't know. I watched the like Wu-Tang documentary.
That was
so,
why they
you know.
broke up, because
Oh.
the band didn't want to lean Christian.
Yeah.
And Scott Stapp was like, "No, we're doing it." So they separated. They created Alter Bridge, and then now they're back.
Alter
because-
Bridge was good too, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know. What
The
you're talking
guitar is just insane. It's just like
Yeah.
Okay. Is it
tuned
like
to this
basically,
totally
is it sort
custom
of like-
tuning, and then be like,
Okay.
I'm like, all right, shit.
I
you're
was
good.
thinking it was kind of like a thing where like Soundgarden and Rage Against the Machine were going other directions, and then we get Audio Slave for a while.
Man, Audio Slave was great.
I thought it was fire.
Audio
Chris
Slave
Cornell?
was great. Chris Cornell was a genius.
I mean, he's
Gone too soon.
well, burnout, depression is a
Yeah.
real thing,
It really is.
and there's no easy way out.
Speaking of industries where that is
Happening.
Wait,
big.
is there burnout here?
Are people killing themselves though?
Well, I haven't heard
Yeah, I
the
don't-
kill
yeah, I don't-
part.
There's a lot of
but
burnout. I don't know.
Burnout
And then
like,
people
mental
who like
breakdowns.
artists who like not just kill themselves, but like I'm super rich. I can afford a bunch of pills and just go down silently. No, I hung myself. Like
Yeah,
that's some
that's-
fucked up.
That's a choice.
aggressive.
That is a
That is
choice.
aggressive.
That's like I don't deserve a quiet out. Like I don't know, man. Which is crazy. Like I said, Chris Cornell was like the Robert Plant of my generation.
For sure.
Just, like incredible voice.
Yeah.
Just goes on.
I got to see. So again, I'm dating myself here. It was 1996.
So, do you think you'll get married?
well, I'm married.
Yeah, no, you dating yourself.
Oh
so
yeah, I'm
who's it
dating
gonna
myself.
go?
Yes, I probably will marry myself.
Bad joke. Dad joke.
Lollapalooza, 1996.
Okay.
I got to see the entire original lineup of the Wu-Tang Clan. So it was before ODB died.
Yeah.
And it was one of the last shows that Soundgarden did before they broke up in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then Metallica was also the headliner. So I got to
Nice.
see a 90s Metallica show. That was pretty cool. I was 15, and in hindsight, I'm like, whose parents would let them go? But that was the 90s, man.
I
That
was gonna
the
say I
90s.
went to tons of shows. I went to Lollapalooza '97. It was Snoop Dogg and Tool.
Yes.
And Tool, because it had rained like the night before, they encouraged people to tear up pieces of the grass and earth and throw it. I got like pummeled by a giant piece of grass.
That seems not great.
No.
Would not encourage that.
But it was fun. I was like, yeah, I love it.
Talk about memorable. Like, he
Yeah.
remembers that to this day.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And like Maynard comes on the stage and he's head to toe painted half like electric blue and crazy purple. And he's like, dancing around, messing with people. It was crazy. And then you had Snoop Dogg as another headliner. So,
That guy's wild.
yeah.
And again, it goes to that, like, the artist and that creative process where they, like, go into this weird place in their minds where, like, yeah, this is just a normal day. This is a normal day for me. I'm going
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna do this again.
be half naked, paint half my body,
Yeah.
go do this thing on stage because it's my job. It's my job. How do you turn that off, though? Because I feel like, again, this parallels to tech where it's like, where do you know where the switch is
Yeah.
to leave it at home?
Because sometimes I
Or
can't
leave
even
it at
stop
work.
thinking about a JavaScript bug. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Where it was like,
Yeah.
oh, I should have shimmied a little this way, or my paint was not bright enough. Or,
I think when you're popular enough, you probably don't think about that.
Yeah.
You're
No.
just like, I'm printing money.
Yeah.
I did not critique myself at all.
Yeah.
Because
my
got plenty of
assistants
money.
tell me I was great.
Yeah.
So moving on.
But then there's that too. It's like that kind of false narrative for yourself where people are hyping you up and maybe you're not. Maybe you're not that great,
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But, again, back to tech, it's like people will work 12 hours, 16 hours
Yeah.
trying
Why so
to write. So like a half a day, you're saying? I do half days. Till the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
For what? And because they can't disconnect the work from the life. You know?
Yeah. Well, we touched on this earlier. Like, I've done a lot of open source work and stuff, thinking it would like help my brand and help me get better jobs and whatever, and it doesn't.
It never did.
Like,
yeah.
So a lot of people do a lot of work, maybe, and sometimes it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I was having a good time, but other times I was like, shit, I just got to crank this out.
Yeah.
And then there's no benefit. So yeah, just stop working after 8 hours or less, preferably.
Well, that's a good point, and that's kind of the thing. Is it's a balance. It's like when you're in flow or not flow state, right? That's an absolute right thing, and you have those days where you're like, I don't know, it was an hour or two today, couldn't get in flow state, really like kind of stuck on a problem. And as salaried employees, we should be able to be like, it's just not here today. I disconnect a little bit. I'm going to go on a walk. I'm still kind of in the back of my brain.
That's usually when you solve it.
And that's when you solve it, exactly. And then next day you sort of come on and you're like, oh man, I'm in the zone. And all of a sudden it's like 10 hours because I just can't stop. I just want to like keep this flow going. I think it feels good.
Yeah.
But we're not necessarily like, unfortunately, corporate America thinks like we have to own your time in order to get output to you, output from you. And it's a fallacy.
Well, I think that's the dynamic, though, is people are afraid because there is that expectation. They have that expectation of the job.
Especially
like,
early in
you
your
got to get it
career.
done. You got to get it done.
You're not a recognized subject matter expert. Well, then that can't be how it works for you. So just pump it out. Even if it's shit, pump it out.
Or I remember just pretending to work as a like junior, being like, all right, I'm here for 8 hours today. Because I'm in the office because remote work wasn't really a thing then. And like, all right, so I solved this problem. I also did some open source shit. That was 4 hours. All right, I'm going to go. I would go get lunch, get my car washed, then come back and eat the lunch at work to have an extra long lunch, and still have like 3 hours of like what I have to pretend to be busy. If you've like executed your deliverables, you should be able to just go fucking home.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter.
I'm done today.
Like,
I got it.
And that really should be it. But it, you know, again, it comes down to that balance, and it makes me. I always go back to, as cheesy as it is, like the Kenny Rogers song, "The Gambler."
Yeah.
Knowing when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Yeah.
That's
you better count your money.
Wow, you
never count your money.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to get people
plenty
shot
of time for counting when the dealing's done.
Yeah. I mean, it's recent.
Yeah, catch Chuck's album.
All right, Thomas. I got Thomas Pangborn.
Thomas Pangborn
from SAS on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is a principal architect for infra and development.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah.
Look at you. He wants a card. He wants a shirt.
You want a shirt?
You want a shirt? You want stickers? What's up?
What size shirt you wear, Thomas?
You want to know what we do? Well, we're doing it.
Yeah.
But we, so it's a podcast with alcohol introduced.
Who did the song? Do you remember this song? It's all the way live.
For like
it's all
talking
the
about
way
all things
live.
web development.
Like
and
that.
then
Like that. See, like
random.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Maybe I made that up.
Extra large? All right.
That's not what Robbie's wife ever said. Extra large.
Well, if we're talking about my belly, it is.
Yeah, she might be like, extra large for his belly.
It's cholesterol.
Covers it up. I wish it would be more of a medium so I could see it.
That's hurtful.
Yes.
That's we should never body shame Robbie.
This is, I'm working. He body shames himself. He opened the door. I don't open the door.
That's true.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a whole process there. If you make it through it, you might win.
It was Coolio.
Okay.
It's all the way live.
Yeah, fair enough.
Interesting.
Maybe you could cue that up to play us out later. Because it's actually kind of ironic because we'll be ending it.
Thank you.
So it's not live anymore.
That's true.
Thank you.
It's not live anymore. Guys, I want to talk about Christmas for a second.
Okay.
Why is it so fucking close? And what do you guys want for Christmas?
It's 60. It was 66 days away, like a couple days ago. So it's got to be 63 or something.
Well, today's the 28th, so yeah, it's less than 2 months away.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I buy everything I want as soon as I want it, so I don't need any.
Well, that's the thing
gifts
is
for
like I'm
Christmas.
always told like, oh, it's hard to buy for you because you just get yourself what you want. And I was like,
Was-
because when
whose
I
voice was
don't,
that?
Yours. Because when I don't, it's like, oh, I'd love blah, blah, blah thing. Unless I say it's this thing, this model, on this site. And then I feel like I should just buy it myself. Like, why am I giving you exclusive things?
If you have like a list, then you can be like, I kind of want these 5 things. And you could, open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Like,
do you like
That's
Hall
worked.
& Oates? Do you like Hall & Oates?
what I want, you got.
Okay,
my
so I was just
hard
wondering
handle.
if My Kiss was on your list.
It's not.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I
anyway,
love
I
Hall
do.
& Oates.
I love
Hall &
Hall &
Oates
Oates.
is fire.
Yes, Hall & Oates,
No,
amazing.
well,
Hall
hold on.
& Oates
Put an
better than
asterisk.
Creed.
Put an asterisk.
Better than
They
Creed.
used to be amazing.
Yeah, of course.
Have
Well,
you
now,
seen them
huh?
live
Okay,
now?
No, why
I'm
would
not
I?
talking
Yeah,
about their
exactly.
their
It's always
songs
the
are
heyday.
fire, not
Oh,
necessarily
hell
their
yeah.
performance.
I don't
Actually-
want to see Def Leppard now. I don't want to see. I don't want to see
Oh.
Alice in Chains now. I don't want to see the current iteration. I want the one I like.
I don't want to see a band where the lead singer died. Because
Yes.
it's not the same.
100%.
Also, change
We
the
were
band.
talking
Here,
about
hot
that.
take, spicy take. Lincoln Park is not Lincoln Park anymore.
Oh,
Change the
yes,
name.
yes.
Oh, they changed the name.
No,
They
should
should. No, they
change the
should.
Oh, yeah, they should.
Yes. All right. So
Yeah.
multifold. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
Like Queen, I think has done it right. No new music.
Yeah.
No real announcements. Just
Brilliant.
we tour
Brilliant.
and play the old shit with a different singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it still
Lincoln
that,
Park trying to be a band that's going to put out new shit.
Nah,
No, you
I'm not
can't
down with
replace
that.
Chester.
And it sucks because I actually like the song. But again, it's not Lincoln Park anymore.
Yeah,
Yes,
stop
it's not
calling it
So
that.
yeah, if you're that different and your singer's gone, then yeah, just be a different name.
Pink and a lark. And they have a girl in there with the
Yeah,
pink
there you
and
go.
a bird. I actually used Hall & Oates lyrics in my wedding vows because I really like that band as well.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Yes, they're
I
good.
respect that.
They're like the classic yacht rock band.
They
Like-
literally define that genre.
Yeah, and
totally.
Daryl Hall is a huge like Porsche file, so I respect that.
Oh.
He's been in like the Porsche.
Is that the actual term?
Yeah.
Porsche
files?
file.
Kelly Vaughn, if you're listening, do you know
Wait,
Kelly?
Who?
Who?
No.
Yeah, she's
Never
been
heard
on
of her.
I
several
heard
times.
she's a terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
I would
scumbag.
never. I would never hang out or talk with
Hold
her.
on a
Yeah.
second.
So just tell me you're not a listener of the podcast without telling me.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, she's been on.
You know
at
what I
least
say
3
to
times.
Kelly Vaughn? You know what I say to her?
Yeah, what do you say to her?
Chicken cock.
Oh, chicken cock. All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
publicly also say that I'm not a fan of Porsche.
Well, you say it
see,
wrong,
this is
so you done
Porsche. Well, I'm also not a fan of Porsche.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
De Rossi. No, it's just
Porsche
kind of
de
an
Rossi?
inside joke.
She's
I
nice.
actually
she's
do
not,
like them.
She's
I
nice.
do like
She's
them.
not interested in you though.
She's not.
Porsche de Rossi.
No.
I think they're fine cars.
They are.
I don't understand the hype myself.
How many have you driven?
0.
Okay. Well then.
But I'm
that's why
also
you don't, probably.
you've experienced my driving. I am not a
Yeah.
driving enthusiast, so it doesn't hit the same for me. If it were
No, right.
like-
Yeah. You don't like the sounds. You don't like the.
I
yeah,
do
it's
like
a
the
feel.
sound.
It's experience.
But yeah, I don't care about it being like performing and fast and like. I
So
don't-
what do you drive?
Tesla.
What do you drive?
I mean, I feel like you kind of care because you have a
I
Tesla.
do like
so
the
there's-
electric car, like because you can be like, I want to be there. Like,
Yeah, but
I
a
can.
lot of
I know I
electric
can get
cars do
there.
that.
So why not
Right,
get
yeah.
a Prius?
Well,
Exactly.
'Cause he likes
'cause
luxury.
Yeah, because he
That
does.
is-
There
and
are things.
I'm not the sole decision maker. My wife loves the Model X, so that's what we had to have.
Yeah. And it's useful for a young kid. They kind of get that.
It
What
is.
do you drive?
My wife has an electric car. We have a Nissan Aria, which is pretty cool. Not great for road trips, though. We found that out going to Ohio.
Okay.
And then I have a Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you an off-roader kind of
I,
thing then?
I do like the outdoors. We camp a lot. I don't
Rivian.
do.
Rivian's amazing. Would be amazing for you.
I do like that. I do like. I'm not opposed to an electric vehicle at all.
No,
I
no.
love her car.
Yeah,
where
you're more of a
it's-
truck
man.
person than a car person, and there's a big variance
Yes,
there.
yes.
I've
Yeah.
had 9 Porsche. Even when I was poor, I bought some.
Yeah.
And I just like sports cars. I like, that connection to
Sure.
the road. And I also used to ride motorcycles, so
Oh,
there's
nice.
a seed factor.
Very
there,
cool.
you know.
Have you seen the Scout that was just announced like 2 days
No.
ago?
What is this?
Are you familiar with the Scouts International Harvester? They were like 80s.
Oh yeah,
70s,
yeah,
80s,
yeah.
60s, 70s,
Yeah.
80s. But they
So
were
they-
really big in the 70s.
They
Yeah.
sold their brand to VW, who
Okay.
just announced an EV that's a
Oh.
trucks and SUVs. I pre-ordered
The
one.
SUV is fire.
Yeah, the SUV is pretty dope, and it's supposed to be $50K, which if they can stick to that price, is pretty affordable.
Yep.
That is.
So we'll
Oh,
see
I'm
what
sorry,
happens,
not
but
them.
it's pretty dope.
All right,
Let's
we're
wait for the
looking.
Wi-Fi here, so
Ooh.
that goes. Yeah, they're hot, but you gotta get down. You got to get a...
Kind of looks like a Forerunner a little bit. It's got Forerunner vibes.
Yeah, but if you saw old Scouts,
Sure.
the SUV definitely has...
It's very
like,
inspired,
nice,
yeah.
Oh,
nice.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely a little resto-modi and all of that.
Yeah, this
I like that a
episode
lot.
is sponsored by Scout Motors.
V-Dub, a bill is coming your way.
Yes.
The sponsorship for this
Go drive
episode,
one.
though, has been raised to $50,000.
One free
One
Scout.
free Scout.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know
what
where
you
I'm
guys
gonna
will
be.
do the whiskey tour in.
Oh, yeah.
drive that.
There you go.
Oh, see, you're
Our
well.
And then we
new
can sell
brand
the whole
advisor.
outside to be
Yeah.
branded
Yeah.
however
Yeah.
with everyone else.
Listen, you're paid on sponsorship, so whatever you can get locked
There we
in,
go.
bro.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's see. The next person that goes by with a shirt on, I'm going to get them to sponsor. I'm going to give them a shout out.
Is there someone without a shirt on that's walking by?
Yeah, there's a
A
lot
brand.
of topless people
A
here.
brand
It's all
shirt.
males, and all males who have never done a push-up. So
Oh.
it's
They're,
not great.
yeah, not a
How
single.
many push-ups
yes.
can you do, Chuck?
More than you.
You want to try it right now?
I
Are you
kind of feel like
prepared?
that should happen.
I mean, I can do at least 10. What can you
At
do?
least.
I don't.
Okay.
I think as soon as we're done with this, we should try.
Okay.
We'll just get out in the middle of the floor
I
and do
can
push-ups.
confidently
If
do
I-
10.
Yeah, I can definitely do 10.
I can
100%.
whip off 10.
If you can do well, let's put some stakes on it. Like what do you get if you
This
do more?
episode of Whiskey Web FM is sponsored by Black Rainbow Vests. Iconic look, classic styling, rainbow black
Yeah.
vests.
This
Are you going
episode is
skiing
also
or not?
sponsored. Yeah, this episode is also sponsored by Boys Mean Boys.
Yeah,
with
is your
push-up contests.
torso not warm enough? But your arms are fine.
All right, I can't wait for this next one. All right, do it. All right.
No.
Damn it. What's it sponsored by? Come on.
Oh God. That's all the time, man.
Yeah. Where's the? You got the song queued up? It's all the way live.
I don't. No, but seriously, we just kind of bullshitted the whole time.
This
But do you want
episode's
to
brought
plug
to you
some
by
stuff?
Blog Recorder.
What stuff do you
Blog
do?
Recorder is a SaaS product built by Eddie Vink from the Netherlands. If
Also,
you-
this
you guys
episode
haven't
is sponsored by Full Bladders. Full Bladders. Stop the podcast so
Yes.
you can go pee.
No, I was trying to
That's
say.
a liter of
do you
wine,
Wanna,
that's the
do you
problem.
want to like plug some shit? For
Yeah,
me?
we can plug. So I'm actually here at All Things Open because we are here as a team for Torque, which is a talent marketplace.
It's not
It's
like
kinda
how
hard
tightly
to
you tighten
say.
a
No.
nut.
Torque wrenches
Guys.
are important.
I'm going
Yeah.
to drop this for you. You ready? We are going to, which this hasn't been approved yet, but I'm saying we're doing it. Because my boss's boss used to be a developer. He's one of the founders of Torque. Was a developer, loved hackathons. So we are going to implement World Torque and do some live hackathons
I
in
like
some
it.
of the major
I
cities
like it.
around the conferences in 2025.
Nice.
And Siri's picking that up, so now it's probably going to Taylor. That's not good. Anyway, but at the end of the day, only about 10% of the people that come to our platform are going to qualify for any of the roles we have available through our clients. Like, be honest. you know?
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is build a community for people to come to that can be a resource for them in the job search. So we might not have a job for you, but we might have an opportunity for you to learn something, upskill, and also maybe find somebody else in the community that's either going along the same path that you can kind of align with, or people that might have opportunities down the road for you. So we're building
Yeah.
a community around this community or this talent marketplace with the knowledge that you might not have a role right now, but we can help you get one.
Nice.
So that's what we're here for, and I just do all the talking under Taylor. Taylor does most of the talking because that motherfucker doesn't know anything about code. But I like to be able to bridge the gap, and that's why they brought me in, because I do have a little bit of knowledge of software development, so I can talk to our community in a way that I think makes them feel a little more comfortable, as opposed to talking to a Taylor who is just coming from that recruitment angle. So
Right.
Sure.
it's kind of the best of both worlds. And then we brought Brianna Holmes from Render to cover a lot of the marketing campaigns that we're doing, and things have been really, really awesome. So,
Nice.
and it is like my first role in tech, which a lot of people don't know. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Good to know.
So we're here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. So are we all gonna go sword fight? Is that?
Ooh.
Yeah. We
I
got to
know-
do push-ups
Oh,
first.
Speaking of that,
No, we
okay,
don't.
so we'll
I
do
have to
push-ups.
pee first. I must pee first.
We were at the Pit.
Or in this cup or
This-
something else.
This next portion of the episode is sponsored by the Pit Barbecue, founded in
So good.
Raleigh, North Carolina in 1836.
Highly recommend the chicken wings. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the
They're
wings
fire.
were-
The dry
Home
rub
of
wings.
the fire roasted dry rub chicken wings.
Holy
Go
shit.
check them out today.
They are.
No, but seriously, their bathroom has 3 urinals,
Yep.
and the one is here, right in the door, and then the next door next to it.
Oh, okay. Some sword fighting.
Pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Pretty uncomfortable.
I went to a place in New York where it was like an octagon, and there were just
Oh, I don't love
urinals
that.
around all of it.
I don't love
And I was
that.
like, this is a weird
I
setup.
mean, I've been to places in Kentucky where it's just a trough.
Yes.
basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
You're
was going to
just-
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Full of ice.
Yeah,
Because
and
it's
they
hot.
don't- yeah. And they're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
makes
The
it
ice
smell
makes it
less.
smell. Yeah.
That's
This
okay.
whippersnapper doesn't know what we had to
Nah,
go
he
through.
doesn't know what
The
we
90s
do.
were different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was-
90s were different.
all right.
Anyway, all right, time for
Yeah.
push-ups.
Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Peace.
Bum, 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 bum.